Keystone had been flooding my feed with ads lately, and I see countless influencers hyping up their Keystone 3 Pro as the ultimate hardware wallet. However, after testing it thoroughly, I found several things that this sponsor review conveniently skip over. Keep watching for my independent review of the Keystone 3 Pro. Let me get straight to the point and discuss the cons first, and then the pros of the Keystone 3 Pro. And just to let you know, if you're considering purchasing the Keystone 3 Pro, I'll have a referral link in the description with 5% off the price if you use promo code OCryptoCanada. I'd appreciate if you use it. It helps me get a small commission and support my channel, but you are not obligated to. I'm Oleg G, creator of OCryptoCanada.ca, the website about crypto for Canadians. If you're from Canada and into crypto, subscribe to my channel. If not, keep watching because the Keystone 3 Pro works globally.
Disclaimer: this video does not constitute financial and legal advice in any way whatsoever but for information purposes only. When making financial and legal decisions and commitments, we strongly recommend you consult your professional financial and legal services provider.
And let me start with the cons, and I'll start with battery dependency issues. The battery is great when charged, but if it dies during important transactions, you're stuck. Right from the start, you'll need to charge the battery first, which took me over 2 hours. And even with the USB connected, you won't be able to proceed because some setup steps require at least 20% charge. This means you can't just plug it in and start using it immediately like other hardware wallets. You're forced to wait for charging before you can even begin setup. Speaking of setup, I need to mention about overwhelming and long setup process. The initial setup with firmware updates, seed phrase generation, and wallet pairing can intimidate beginners. Managing 3 secure elements and multiple recovery options requires patience and, most importantly, time. Being an experienced crypto user, it took me over 40 minutes to set it up with all the downloads and installations, which in my opinion is extremely long. Even though I see the point, they want to make sure the device wasn't tampered with and ensure you have the latest firmware installed for your safety. Look how Coldcard handled that way faster. I checked them in this review. Next, I got to mention a learning curve. After a long setup process, things won't get really simple because you don't have a native app. You won't see your Bitcoin balance on the device, and you'll need to use the third-party wallets and integrate them with Keystone. All these require extra steps and learning. Unlike Ledger, where just open Ledger Live app and see everything, with Keystone, you need to learn how to use Sparrow for Bitcoin, MetaMask for Ethereum, and figure out QR workflows for each one. It's definitely more complicated than plug-and-play wallets, especially for beginners who just want to check their balance quickly. The most major complaint about Keystone I see all over Reddit and Facebook is that Keystone doesn't have a native app. Yet, the user experience is so pathetic compared to more popular options like Ledger, where you simply use their dedicated app. With Keystone, you need to manage assets across different interfaces. Again, you'll need a MetaMask for Ethereum, Sparrow for Bitcoin, etc. However, this is done on purpose, and I personally see it as a strength because it makes Keystone one of the most secure and safest options. Here's why. When you use Ledger Live, you're trusting one company's software with all your crypto. If that app gets compromised or has a vulnerability, your entire portfolio could be at risk. But with Keystone's approach, you're using battle-tested, independent software wallets that specialize in their respective ecosystems. But again, this wallet has a learning curve, and if you manage to use it properly, you'll also gain available crypto knowledge. There are tons of tutorials on YouTube, but let me know in the comments if you want me to do one using the simplest explanations possible. Next, I got to mention the QR code scanning struggles. In poor lighting or with older phone cameras, QR code scanning becomes frustrating. Outdoor use is particularly challenging. With the screen dims, you might find this a small complaint, and that's fair. But Coldcard solved this problem by adding LED lights next to their QR scanner. The irony is that Keystone has this massive, gorgeous display that's perfect for verifying transactions. But when you actually need to scan QR codes in real-world lighting conditions, Cold Card's purpose-built-in scanner with LED illumination just works better. In my opinion, it's a classic case where the more advanced-looking device isn't necessarily more practical. But if you're about to use Keystone inside only, with good lighting, like many do, then this QR code thing won't be an issue for you. You're probably thinking I'm destroying Keystone here, but not at all. In fact, get ready for a long list of unique pros Keystone has. They have a huge reputation for a reason. It's just that all these sponsor reviews only talk about the good stuff, so you use their referral link and purchase it. While I try to be fair and talk about some bad things that might affect some people, but not all of them. Having said that, my referral link will also be in the description, but you are not obligated to use it. You can also apply my promo code OCryptoCanada for 5% off at the checkout. Alright, let's get to good stuff. And I'll start with the triple secure element security. So here what makes Keystone unique. Most hardware wallets have one security chip. Keystone has 3 separated ones. Think of it like having 3 different safes instead of one. Your private keys are split between 2 chips from different manufacturers. So even if hackers somehow crack one chip, they still can't access your crypto. The third chip handles your fingerprint data separately. Yes, Keystone has a fingerprint scanner that lets you unlock the device or sign transactions with the finger instead of typing PIN codes or passwords. It's like needing to break into 3 different bank vaults at the same time. Basically, almost impossible with current technology. Next is 100% air gap design. This is the key security feature. Your Keystone never connects to the internet or any network for transactions. Yes, you do plug it into your computer via USB, but that's only for charging battery. No data flow through that connection during normal use. While other hardware wallets send transactions data through USB cables or Bluetooth that could potentially be compromised, Keystone keeps all transaction signing completely offline. The only way transaction information gets in or out is through QR codes that you scan with your phone's camera. Even if your computer gets hacked, hackers can access your crypto because no sensitive data travels through that charging cable. Next, let me talk about multi-seed support. What does it mean? You can store up to 3 compare separate wallets on one Keystone device, each with its own seed phrase and PIN. This means you could have your main savings wallet with most of your Bitcoin, a smaller daily spending wallet for regular transactions, and even a decoy wallet with a small amount that you'd give up if someone forces you to unlock your device. Each wallet is completely independent, different addresses, different balances, totally separate. It's like having 3 different bank accounts that you can access by entering different pins, but all from the same physical device. You could give one pin to your family members for inheritance planning, keep another for business expenses, and have your main stash protected separately. Most hardware wallets force you to buy multiple devices for this level of separation. Next, I got to mention the open source transparency. Both hardware and software are fully auditable under MIT license. And here's why this matters for your security. With closed source wallets like Ledger, you have to trust the company isn't hiding backdoors or vulnerabilities in their code. You literally can't see what's happening inside. It's like buying safe where a manufacturer won't let you examine the lock mechanism. With Keystone's open source approach, thousands of independent developers and security researchers can examine every line of code to spot potential problems. You can do it too. If there's a vulnerability, the community finds it and fixes it quickly. Again, unlike Ledger's closed source secure element, where you just have to trust them, anyone can verify Keystone's code and prove it does exactly what it claims. This transparency builds real trust in crypto community. Next, I got to mention the extensive crypto support. I know I read a lot about Cold Card in this review, But this is what makes Keystone truly one of a kind. Cold Card is Bitcoin only, while Keystone supports over 5,500 cryptocurrencies and tokens across 200 plus blockchains. If you're someone who holds a diverse crypto portfolio beyond just Bitcoin, Keystone is in a completely different league. Cold Card forces Bitcoin maximalists to stay pure. But if you're like most crypto users who hold multiple assets, Keystone gives you the same level of security across your entire portfolio without needing separate wallets for different chains. Speaking of Bitcoin holders, Keystone has Bitcoin-only firmware option, and you can switch to such firmware, reducing attack surface and eliminating altcoin-related risks. While Keystone does have this option, in this case, I'd recommend getting Cold Card instead. Why? Check out my Cold Card review on this channel. It's purpose-built for Bitcoin only from the ground up. Next, Keystone has what's so-called PCI-level anti-tamper. This is like having a self-destructing spy gadget. If someone tries to physically open up your Keystone or tamper with the hardware to extract your private keys, the device automatically detects this and wipes all your sensitive data. We're talking about the same level of anti-tamper protection used in payment card industry equipment and military-grade devices. The moment someone tries to drill into it, pry it open, or use specialized tools to access secure chips, boom, everything gets permanently erased. It's basically useless to thieves who might try to extract your keys in a lab. Even if someone steals your device, they can't torture your crypto keys out of it because the hardware itself fights back and destroys the evidence. This isn't just a software feature, it's built into physical hardware design. One of my personal features of Keystone is biometric authentication. There's an option to use your fingerprint instead of entering your PIN every time. And I really love this feature because I hate PIN codes. You can set up your fingerprint for different purposes, either for device unlock, transaction signing, or both. And it's completely optional, but super convenient when you're in public places like airports, where someone might see you typing your PIN. You can even add up to 3 different fingerprints and customize which scenarios each one works for. Next, let's talk about Shamir's secret sharing option. During setup, I was offered the choice between a regular seed phrase or Shamir secret sharing, which is incredibly advanced. What is it? Instead of having one 24-word seed phrase that anyone can use to steal your crypto, Shamir splits the recovery information into multiple shares, like 5 different sets of 20 or 33 words each, where you only need any 3 to recover your wallet. Here how it looks practically. Instead of one paper with 12 or 24 words like Apple Doghouse, you get 5 separate papers, each with their own unique 20 to 33 words lists. You could give one share to a spouse, keep one in a home safe, put another in a bank deposit box, give one to your parents, and keep the fifth as the backup. Even if someone steals 2 of these shares, they still can access your crypto, because they need at least 3. It eliminates the single point of failure problem that regular seed phrases have, where losing those 12 or 24 words means losing everything. Next, I got to mention, I really love that massive 4-inch touchscreen. The large, smartphone-like display makes transaction verification incredibly easy and convenient. Unlike tiny screens on other wallets, you could clearly read addresses, amounts, and smart contract details without squinting. The final thing I'd like to talk about is their affordable metal seed storage. I really love how Keystone offers an affordable metal tablet for keeping your seed phrase safe. It's just $69, while most companies sell this for over $100. If you get it as a bundle, it's even cheaper. This stainless steel backup protects your seed words from fire, water, and physical damage, which is crucial since your seed phrase is literally your money. Again, I'll leave a link to Keystone in the description, and I highly recommend getting it with this metal tablet to save your seed phrase during the setup process. Having your backup secured in steel from day one gives you a real peace of mind. The Keystone 3 Pro isn't just another hardware wallet. It's a comprehensive security solution that happens to have an excellent user interface. I'd give it 9 out of 10. This massive touchscreen and smartphone-like experience make it genuinely pleasant to use, while the triple secure element architecture provides unmatched security redundancy. While it has drawbacks like battery dependency and long setup process, the security features and extensive crypto support impressed me. The open source commitment and MetaMask integration make it particularly appealing for DeFi users who want hardware wallet security. Again, my referral link will be in the description, but you're not obligated to use it. And you can apply promo code OCryptoCanada for 5% off at the checkout. If you're looking hardware wallet that feels like using smartphone while providing bank vault security, the Keystone 3 Pro deserves serious consideration. Subscribe to my channel if you're from Canada and into crypto, and see you in the next video.